Kochi to Varkala along the coast road, Route 66. Good morning. So today I'm leaving my friends and I'm heading back to Varkala. See you on the road. It's a very damp morning in Kochi. Just want to show you that. That's the monorail. You can get all around Kochi now without actually being on the road. It's 7:30 in the morning. The roads are not that bad. But yeah, we're heading for the old Route 66, which is the coast road, and hopefully the weather will improve. The sun's trying. It's back there somewhere. It is trying to come out. Trip to Varkala has begun. I've managed to cross Kochi in 15 minutes. Which for anybody who knows Kochi knows that is brilliant timing. Bearing in mind it is a Sunday morning, 7:30, well 7:45 now, on a slightly drizzly morning. So I'm about to go and cross that bridge over there. And that will take me over to Old Fort Kochi, which I won't be stopping at today. There's a nice little tea house here, and all the lorries are parked over there, and the sun is trying its hardest to come out. Yeah, no more rain today, please. So at 6 o'clock this morning there was pouring rain and thunderstorms, but as you can see, it's really nice now. Okay, next stop should be on the beach. So at the moment I'm on the old Route 66. They've now built a new highway, but this is the old one. And I'll show you the map in a minute. There is a strip, so we have the backwaters, which are just down there. And then we have, just the other side of that building, the sea. There are a few of these little sort of alleyway cut-ins that they put boats in. Oh, there was a tiny little crab in there. Hang on, there he is, little close-up. So walking down is great. So these are the famous backwaters of Kerala. Music in the distance. So these flow all the way down, past Allepy, down to Kollom, and in fact virtually all the way to Varkala in various canals and things. So lots of fishing boats here, all stored up and all wooden and stitched. I mean, they are stitched together. So beautiful and so peaceful. India is a country of such contrast. I mean, I've just come through the city and the organised chaos, but the noise and the high rise, and then literally 10 minutes down the road you have this. So here you can see what I mean. We've got the Arabian Sea to the right and the backwaters to the left. During our trip to Sri Lanka, I took a lot of photographs in close-up because I just could. And this place lent itself to doing the same thing because there were nets and wires and strings, and can you guess what that is? That's a mat. And inside the boats there was cloth and things, and even close-ups of the engravings and the stitches. And if you look inside the boats, I mean, the stitches are beautifully, I mean, I don't hand stitch this nicely. And the woodwork, I mean, look at the detail that goes inside making these. The greenery, of course, was vivid. I mean, beautiful. And this, I love the way this fern was clinging to the side. So yeah, we're heading towards Allepy. So this is Route 66, the old route. are the backwaters that literally run beside them. We've got birds flying. I think they're Brahmin kites. We've got cormorants drying their wings, egrets. And even though the road has got a fair amount of traffic on, it's still a beautiful ride. The road recently got resurfaced, so it's really nice to ride on too. Areas over the bridges, I've still got these stones so they can fix them nice and easily. But yeah, I have 5 hours of this sort of riding. Look at those reflections, so nice. Dogs sleeping in the shade. So the other side of this peninsula is the Arabian Sea. Now we've got some guys fishing. And we've got a lovely long promenade. We've got a wave coming, let's see if it breaks on the rocks. Little splashes. Right, he's caught some fish. So there's a barricade. They've built sea defence all the way along here to stop this really low lying piece of land literally being washed away. Because as I said, on the other side of those buildings is the water, the backwaters. So as you can see, the sun is out, raincoats are off, the journey continues. This guy was so proud to show me his big fish that he caught. So yeah, it's quite a big sea defence. So there are gaps every now and again in this area where we've got little bays and the local dogs hang out. And the fishing boats can make their way down to the beach here. Further down the coast again, where the reinforcements aren't needed or aren't there, and you have long, long beaches. But the sun is out, raincoats are all off, and back by the coast. Local dogs are just sleeping on the beach, and some of the boats are literally just polystyrene covered in fabric. There's some puppies underneath this boat. And the colours are lovely. I know they're predominantly blue, but such vivid blues. The boats vary from small ones to big ones. I say monsoon season is a bit busy, a bit rough for fishing, so they hang out, play cards, and wait for the weather to improve. With a last look at the boats, we carried on. As you can see, the road literally runs parallel to the sea all the way. I'm going to be going over lots of bridges today, so I'm going to stop at this one and hopefully skip the rest, unless of course they're sunny. This one's really interesting because it's got like lock gates to the backwaters. You can see the big fishing nets in the back. You probably can't see it, one's just gone down. And then on the other side, the water actually goes down under that far bridge to the sea. So you can get literally from the sea into this little area here. I don't think you can actually get boats through there. But oh, I wonder if I can get to show you the fishing nets. So these are the huge fishing nets that are counterbalanced with stones. So they drop the nets down into the water. You see one coming up here. And at night they put a spotlight, so the fish tend to come to the light. And then they just lift them up and see what's in there. This one's going back down again. So elegant. I don't know if you can see big stones which counterbalance it, and then all you need is a little bit of manpower because it's so perfectly balanced. So these are the gates that I could see. So yes, you can't come through with a boat, but these are like big sluices that they can lift and drop accordingly. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Final look at the majestic fishing nets, and we were on the road again. Every church I've passed today has been packed. But this one, fabulous decorations. These guys were wrapping a huge arch that they were going to put up. I mean, people come along and build these amazing displays for festivals. So this is Rahim Residency. Peter and I stayed here last year, and it's a beautiful heritage building. It has a swimming pool, lovely restaurant. I think we had 2 nights here when we went up to Kochi just for the day. And we're right underneath the underpass. So this is the Allepy underpass. And right there is the beach. So most people take the underpass and they just miss this bit out totally. And there's got, let me just show you, they've got loads of little food places and things like that. But yeah, if you're ever coming through Allepy, don't go over the overpass. Check out Allepy Beach and maybe have a night in the Rahim Residency. Gorgeous place. This is Allepy train station. The gate for crossing the road has been closed now for a good 9 minutes, and the train has just stopped there. I know they've got to be careful, but closing it 9 minutes before the train is even due at the station does mean safety is paramount. So they have lovely long trains in India. 54 carriages is probably the longest one I've ever seen. Not too sure how long this one's going to actually stop at the station. Hopefully only about 2-3 minutes, and then it will continue on its way. They will lift the barriers. I mean, people just park up. Well, we know we're not going anywhere for a while. Nobody gets annoyed. And we wait. So now the train has stopped. They're lifting the barrier. Okay, I'm going to go while I can get across. Okay, see you in a bit. Hey, so I just stopped by this hotel and I have something to eat because I have just completed 1 hour, 1.5 hours down Route 66 after Allepy. So Route 66 after Allepy is under construction, which means sometimes it has 3 lanes, sometimes it has 2, sometimes it has 1, sometimes it's a dirt track. In fact, there are no lane markings, so when it's wide enough for 3 lanes, there's about loads of traffic. Everybody weaves in and out. Single directional traffic is optional. Advisory, but optional. If you really do need to go in the opposite direction, you may either choose the right-hand side or the left-hand side. People going up the middle tend to all be going in one direction. But yeah, the system is broken. But once you embrace the fact the system is broken, I mean, the majority of the time it works. I mean, it does work. And the majority of the time people obey the system. But the rest of the time, spatial awareness becomes lovely. Nobody gets angry. Everybody just, you need to go that way, then you go that way. You missed your turning or you live just down the corner, then you do it. And people just make allowances. I mean, the fastest I have been in India is 58 kilometers an hour, which is on this highway, and that was when it was empty. You just don't go fast here. You're aware of what's around you, you're aware of where people are coming, and you make the most of it. Anyway, I'm going to go down here now and have something to eat and have a bit of a wash because, the dust. One other thing. So every now and again you come along and then there's like a diversion. So hang on, I can show you now. There's just past the hotel. Yeah, you see diversion? It means when the road will go on to the other side. And the bit of land in between the diversions is usually a bit potholy. And I discovered there's 2 types of drivers. There's the drivers that love their cars, that slow down to maybe 4 kilometers an hour and pick their way through the potholes. And then there tends to be bikes, and I unfortunately include myself as part of this, who just hurl themselves from pothole to pothole like antelopes over the savannah, throwing up dust as they go, getting around as many cars as you can at that point to be able to continue your journey. I mean, it's exciting. The turns and everything else, you don't have the vista. I mean, we are talking, it's a highway under construction. So we have construction. Some of it's really interesting, and the bridges that they're building. And when it's finished, it's going to be stunning. It's going to be a fabulous ride. But at the moment, it's challenging. 1.5 hours, and I need to stop for a while, get my bearings, and start again. Okay. So I am fed, I am rested, I am restored. And credit where credit's due. To build something like this while keeping the road open with barely a safety barrier in sight is some feat of engineering. I mean, it works. It shouldn't, but it does work. Route 66 is still open for business, albeit a bit slower than usual. And when it's completed, it's going to be amazing. You've got to love the diversity of India. You have the most beautiful mosque there. And then literally next door, the most beautiful temple. So, got an hour and a half to get to Kollom, or an hour to get to Kollom, and then an hour to get home. Nearly there. So I just fell off my bike. The bus stopped, I stopped, and I fell off. So I was coming down this road behind a bus. The bus stopped, I stopped, I slid on the dusty gravel, and I fell off my bike. You can see the wet patch on the floor where the petrol came out, but these really kind people helped me up, helped my bike up, made me sit down, I've washed my face, washed my leg. I haven't broken the skin, I'm just a bit bruised, and now walking up and down. But I'm okay, could have been a lot worse. So this is Kollom Beach. I've got myself off the 66, got myself through Kollom. I'm okay. I'm okay. I've bent a few bits on the bike, all fixable. So yeah, it's supposed to be straight. It's definitely not straight. And a couple of levers and scratches. I've got a rather stiff knee. But yeah, I was just tired, probably a bit dehydrated, wasn't concentrating on the bus in front of me, and it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, I'm going to stay here by the beach for about half an hour because I'm also very aware that my arms are burning. It's gone midday now. It's like now about 2 o'clock, I think. And it's hot. So I've had an ice cream. I'm going to find a little cafe now and have some juice and wait for an hour or two. So just down the road from Kollom Beach is this amazing beach. So basically just follow the coast road all the way down. It's a bit potholy, but nothing untoward. Bits of it they've resurfaced, so that's quite nice. But yeah, there's Kollom Beach up there, and then you come down here, and it's beautiful. Look at that. So I'm home, I'm showered, I'm changed. The dogs are happy to see me. I've put my feet up, put some muscle relaxant on my knee, it's fine. And I just want to say what an amazing trip I've had. So I didn't take any more videos after that one because I was getting tired, so I've just come straight home. And as I went through Capel, I thought I need to do a run to Capel. So maybe in a week or two, once I've rested my knee and I've fixed the bike, I will do a nice ride out to Capel and make a video about that. I've got a great biker's suntan coming, which I thought was really cool when I got out the shower. But anyway, just want to say thank you so much for coming along on the ride for me. It's been lovely being able to tell people and share with people what I've been doing, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Thank you. Bye. Final mileage, 645 kilometers. Yay.